Well, oh, my African people, we've suffered. We've passed through all the levels of hells, from disrespect to slavery to targeting and everything. Like outside our homes, and then even in our homes, it's like so first it's not even funny, but I don't know why I'm laughing. Like, it gets to that point where a lot of bad things happen, and then you just sit down and you be like, oh, okay. Like you just laugh about it and you just move on, because nothing is changing. No matter what you do, no matter how much you protest, no matter how much you talk about it, it's still the same thing. If it's not A that is going to do it to you, the next moment it's B, and then the sites goes all over again. It was Nivea, and then H&M, and then Gucci, and now Clicks. Welcome everyone, I hope you're doing great wherever you are. You're doing something productive with your time. If it's your first time here, hit the subscribe button, and then if you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much. Don't forget to like this video, comment, share your thoughts about what you're going to talk about, and then don't forget to share the video with your friends. Alright, so a few days ago, Clicks, a pharmaceutical company in South Africa, had this ad on their website, and then I'm not even going to describe it. This is the ad. That is the ad you see on your screen. So as you can see, there's an African woman, and then her hair has been labeled dry and damaged. If it was just dry, maybe, because your hair can be dry at a point in time, no matter how much you moisturize it. But damaged is like, if your hair is damaged, it's damaged. Dry, yeah, maybe it was moist, it was silky, it was good, it looked good in the morning. You went to a poolside, you came out, you forget to apply some oils, and then yeah, it's dry. Yeah, just, But then damaged, that was too far. And then just below it, they have an European woman with a blonde hair, and then it's been labeled fine and flat hair. Beside it, we have another African woman whose hair has been labeled frizzy and dull hair. Below that, we have normal hair. Who made hair normal? Who made European hair normal? By whose standards are they normal? By what measurements? By whose standards are they normal in the first place? This has caused a very serious outrage in South Africa, and then the EFF, they are protesting seriously. They said they don't just want an apology. Yeah, apologies. They've been rendering apologies since the 80s. Always, we apologize. It's not about apologies. The fact that this can happen, we don't need apologies, especially on our land. We don't need apologies. We need justice. We need equality. Because if we are equal, if we are the same people, if we are regarded as equal people, then definitely you are not going to take a group of people's picture and then demean them like that, disrespect them like that. It's different if you had two African women, and then you labeled one dry, you labeled one fine. The same, no one would have issues with that, because definitely, yeah. But then to take an African woman and then an European woman, and then in both instances, you disrespect that of an African woman, an apology wouldn't do it. And then workers resigning does not correct it. The system really needs to change. Yeah, the system needs to change. It's not just about apologies. Nivea, H&M, Gucci, Clicks, and then these are top brands. What about the other minor ones that have happened? The ones that happened in China about 4 years ago. What about those ones? And then the ones that we don't even see on our continent. Yeah, you should go to some of these websites, Asian marketing website, and then see for yourself how some of these beauty products are sold. An apology wouldn't cut it. But then sometimes with these ads, I don't blame the advertising management too much. I blame us. We would have to change something. Because if you have women who would spend thousands of dollars to buy weaves, straight hair, European standard of hair on their hair, an ad that is showing something like this, it shouldn't be something we should be angry, because if the real anger should be towards our sisters, our mothers who are buying those kind of hair that's huge amounts of money. I know some of you would say that it's my body, I decide to do what it is, but then at the end of the day, if it's your body, you decide to do what it is, then there's also, it's someone's ad he decides to do. You don't have the right to be angry. I'm trying to play a little bit of the devil's advocate here, because we can't blame the company and then leave our sisters and then our mothers that are using thousands of dollars to buy weaves, to buy Brazilian hair, to buy some of these blonde hair to cover their natural curly hair. If I were to be on the advertising management of this, and then maybe I saw this thing coming up, and or maybe, boss, this ad, I think there's a problem. Why do we have two African women demeaning them with their hair, and then there we have two European women, and then we are labeling their hair as good? Don't you? This is not right. And then boss stands up and say, "Oh, really? I don't see anything wrong with that, because when you look around, show me through the window, and then we are going to count out of 20 ladies, we are going to count like 15 of them wearing weaves, straight hair." How do I defend that if I were to be on the advertising team? This is the kind of hair people want, and then people are buying those kind of hair. So as a company, if I'm advertising like this, if I'm saying that if you use my product, this is how your hair is going to become, and then I'm going to get the sales, why not? Yeah, so we can't blame the company too much. We also have to blame ourselves until we accept who we are, and then we take pride in how we've been created. Some of these things are going to keep happening. Until an advertising company would give the same roles or opportunities to a light-skinned African and then a dark-skinned African, to a long and curly hair African, to a short and nappy hair African, some of these things are going to keep happening. Because at the end of the day, people are going to buy it. Your race does not prevent someone from thinking that her hair is inferior and then she needs it to be straight to feel good about herself. Yeah, so it's deep. This is rooted deep in ourselves as a people. We need to change some things. We know we've come a long way. Things are changing, right? Sometimes I look around me and then I don't see days of relaxed hair anymore. Most of my friends, most of my colleagues that I have around, my sisters, everyone have natural curly African hair. But still, the weave still goes on. The weaves, people say, ladies say they wear it to protect the natural hair. I agree. That might be true. But how do you buy something worth $1,000 to protect what's you for protection? Where in some cases it leads to some ladies leaving their boyfriends because their boyfriend wasn't able to buy them Brazilian hair or Peruvian hair or Indian curly hair or whatever the names are. And then these things are super expensive. Yeah, so I think as much as we have the right to be angry, we also don't have the right to be too angry at them, because we have caused it ourselves. We incite some of these acts. By what we do in the movie industry, in the music industry. If you are a light-skinned person, you get leading roles. If you're a dark-skinned person, yeah, so it's in that range. Why wouldn't any businessman capitalize on that to make money anyway? So that's it, guys. That's it for today's video. I think it's about time we Africans we valued ourselves, because some of these things are not just, we can't just blame these companies. We have ourselves to blame. If you're not taking pride in what we have, then someone will capitalize on that to make money. And then yeah, that's it, it's business. So that's it for today's video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button, and then don't forget to like and then comment. What do you think about this ad? Do you agree with what I'm saying, or what do you think? Just share your thoughts.